If you touch your cat's ears right now, and they feel cold or if they're sleeping more than usual, don't ignore it. You might think they're just cozy, but these could be the first silent signs of a winter health crisis. Every year, veterinarians treat thousands of beloved indoor cats for conditions caused not by the cold outside, but by the mistakes loving owners make inside. From the way you heat your home to where they sleep, harmless habits might be silently destroying their health. Most owners don't realize the danger until it's too late. Stay with me, because the one small change you make today could be the difference between a safe winter and a devastating emergency. Let's start with the most common misconception. Mistake number one is assuming that fur equals warmth. We look at our cats, we see that fluff, and we assume it works just like a high-tech parka. We think, oh, they're wearing a fur coat, they're fine. But here is the biological truth. A cat's fur is not insulation against prolonged drops in temperature. It is not magic. Cats originate from desert ancestors. Their biology is designed to handle heat, not extreme cold. They lose a massive amount of body heat through their paw pads, the tips of their ears, and their sparsely haired bellies. When a cat rests on a cold surface, that surface sucks the heat right out of them. Vets warn that prolonged exposure to cold, even inside a drafty house, gradually weakens the immune system. It makes them vulnerable to upper respiratory infections that can turn into pneumonia. The solution is simple, but it must be intentional. Don't just assume they are warm. Provide insulated resting spots. Use self-warming mats that reflect their body heat back to them. Elevate their beds off the floor. Warmth is not a luxury for a cat, it is a health requirement. This brings us to mistake number two, which is perhaps the most insidious because it is invisible. Turning up the heat but forgetting the water. This is one of the most overlooked dangers of the winter season. We turn on our central heating, our space heaters, and our fireplaces. We feel cozy. But what we don't realize is that this dry heat sucks the moisture right out of the air. It turns your home into a desert. And here is the problem. Cats naturally have a low thirst drive. They don't drink enough water even on a good day. When it's cold, that drive drops even lower. They don't feel thirsty, but the dry air is dehydrating them rapidly. Dehydration creeps in quietly. Their skin loses elasticity. Their energy drops. But inside, their kidneys are working overtime, struggling to filter toxins without enough fluid. Their urine becomes concentrated. Vets see a massive spike in urinary blockages and kidney failure in January and February because of this exact mistake. The fix. You have to be proactive. Place water bowls away from the food. Consider a cat water fountain, as running water entices them to drink. Add a little warm water to their wet food to turn it into a soup. Hydration in winter isn't optional. It is life-saving. Mistake number three looks cute, but it terrifies veterinarians. Letting cats sleep directly against heaters, radiators, or fireplaces. We've all seen it. The cat curled up inches from the space heater. It looks adorable. It feels loving. But it can be deadly. Cats have a very high heat tolerance on their skin, which sounds like a good thing, but it's actually a design flaw in a modern home. They can't always feel a burn developing until the damage is already done. Their fur insulates the skin from the initial feeling of heat so they don't move. Vets treat heater burns every winter. But even if it doesn't burn, it can cause a condition called erythema ab igne, or toasted skin syndrome, where the heat slowly damages the nerves and blood vessels over time. The safe alternative is a heated pet bed designed specifically for animals, which has a safety shutoff and a low maximum temperature. Place it a few feet away from the radiator, not against it. Warmth should never come with a risk of injury. Now let's look at where they sleep. Mistake number four is ignoring cold floors and drafty corners. Cats spend up to 16 hours a day sleeping. If they are sleeping on tile, hardwood, or near a drafty window, their body temperature drops gradually. This is dangerous for any cat, but for senior cats, kittens, or cats with arthritis, it is agonizing. Cold is an inflammatory agent. It makes joints stiff and painful. Vets report that winter is the season of flare-ups. Owners think their cat is just slowing down because it's winter, but in reality, the cat is in pain because the cold floor is seeping into their bones. Go through your house today. Check for drafts at cat level, not human level. Put down area rugs. Move their bed away from the glass door. Blocking those drafts creates a thermal sanctuary. Comfort is preventative medicine. Mistake number 5 is a controversial one, but we have to talk about it. Believing outdoor cats can handle winter. This belief costs thousands of lives every year. There is a myth that outdoor cats grow a winter coat that makes them immune to freezing. They don't. Outdoor cats do not adapt magically to sub-zero temperatures. Hypothermia can happen even above freezing temperatures if it is wet or windy. Frostbite silently damages their ears and tails, causing tissue death that leads to amputation. Vets beg owners bring them inside, even if it's just into a garage or a mudroom for the night. If that is truly impossible, you must provide an insulated shelter packed with straw, not blankets, which freeze when wet, and check it daily. Survival instincts are not enough against modern winters. Mistake number 6, the seasonal health myth. Mistake number 6 is skipping winter vet visits because you think nothing happens in winter. Many owners assume summer is the dangerous season because of fleas and ticks. They think winter is a quiet season. It is the opposite. Weight gain, depression, urinary crystals, and respiratory infections increase dramatically in the colder months. Because cats are masters at masking pain, by the time you see a symptom, the situation is often urgent. A winter wellness check is crucial. It catches the slight heart murmur, the beginning of kidney stress, or the weight loss hidden under a fluffy winter coat. Vets would always rather see your cat when they are healthy than when it's an emergency. Mistake number 7 comes from a place of love: overfeeding because you think they are cold. We see them shivering or just looking bored, and we give them extra treats. We fill the bowl a little higher. It feels like love. But winter weight gain is one of the fastest ways to shorten a cat's lifespan. In winter, cats move less. They play less. If they move less and eat more, that weight piles on fast. This puts immense stress on their joints, their organs, and their heart. Vets warn that winter obesity is a gateway to diabetes. The solution is not less affection, it's smarter affection. Use interactive toys to get them moving. Make them hunt for their food with puzzle feeders. Movement generates natural warmth from the inside out and protects their long-term health. Mistake number 8, ignoring the whispers. Mistake number 8 is dismissing behavior changes as winter blues. Sleeping more, hiding in the closet, eating a little less. These are often brushed off as just winter laziness, but veterinarians know these are actually screaming red flags. Depression, chronic pain, dehydration, and illness show up first as subtle behavior changes. Cats don't cry for help, they whisper. And in winter, those whispers are easiest to miss because we are busy and tired too. If your cat's routine changes, trust your gut. If they stop greeting you at the door, or if they stop jumping on the high shelf, that isn't laziness. That is a symptom. Early action saves lives. Winter affects cats emotionally too. Mistake number 9 is forgetting their mental health. Shorter days mean less sunlight. Less sunlight means less serotonin. It means less bird watching through the window. It means less stimulation. Vets and behaviorists see winter-linked anxiety and depression in cats every single year. A bored, lonely cat is a stressed cat, and stress causes physical illness like cystitis. They need routine play and bonding, especially when the world outside feels colder and quieter. Sit with them, talk to them. Open the blinds when the sun is out so they can sunbathe. Playing even 5 minutes a day can change their entire brain chemistry. Love is not seasonal. And finally, mistake number 10. This is the one most people never think about until they are in the emergency room. Bringing winter toxins inside. We walk outside on sidewalks treated with de-icers, rock salt, and chemicals. We walk through parking lots that might have puddles of antifreeze. Then we walk into our homes and we don't take our shoes off immediately. Your cat walks where you walked, and then because they are clean animals, they lick their paws. Rock salt can cause painful chemical burns in their mouth and throat. But antifreeze is sweet tasting, and it is deadly. A teaspoon can kill a cat by causing rapid kidney failure. Even pet-safe ice melts can cause severe stomach upset. The fix is a new house rule: shoes off at the door. Wipe your cat's paws with a warm, damp cloth if they have been near the door, or if they act like their feet hurt. Keep the chemical world outside. Don't let the invisible poisons of winter enter their sanctuary. A fellow vet once shared a case with me that still breaks her voice when she talks about it. A young indoor cat, healthy, deeply loved. The owner noticed the cat was quieter than usual, sleeping right up against the heater and drinking less water. They assumed it was just normal winter hibernation. It wasn't. It was severe dehydration that led to acute kidney failure. By the time the cat came in, the damage was irreversible. The owner kept saying one thing over and over again in the exam room: "I wish I had known. I just wish I had known." Vets hear that sentence every winter, and it never gets easier. But here is the hope. You do know. You can prevent this. Provide warmth safely. Encourage hydration daily. Watch their behavior closely. Keep routines consistent. Check for drafts. Wipe their paws. These are not big, expensive changes, but they have an enormous impact. You are not powerless against the cold. You are your cat's protector. Winter doesn't have to steal years from your cat's life, but small mistakes can. If this video helped you, please like it so the YouTube algorithm shows it to other cat parents who might be making these mistakes right now. Subscribe for real vet-backed pet safety tips. And I want to do something special to honor the cats we are keeping safe this season. Go down to the comments section right now and type your cat's name. Let's create a massive list of the feline friends we are promising to protect this winter. I read every single one, because the love you show today could mean many, many warm winters together.